Astronauts to the moon.
Ignition sequence start. 3, 2, 1.
Houston, we have a problem.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue.
What you're seeing here is a mirage.
What's going on, everyone? It's Jeran from Jeranism, here with a live video for you this afternoon, this morning, depending on where you may be residing. And it's really going to be the shortest live stream in the history of live streams, probably 5 to 10 minutes at the most, but I needed to do it live, so we're doing it this way. Probably something that should have been dropped if I was smart at all, but I'm just not that. So Deceive, McClown, and Lyle Worthless, you might know them as the hosts of the Cron Bedwetter show, and both have resorted to lies in an attempt to discredit me. Can you believe it? I can't. And whenever possible, I think it's important to show the lengths that certain religious zealots will go to in order to protect their believies, and I think it's important to point that out whenever possible. So these priests of pseudoscience, these model-pushing, doctrine-enforcing, dogma-adhering, men-worshipping, hero-praising, touters of the holy religion of scientism must resort to lies, and I guess I'm not an easy enough target as a flat earther. So we got to lie about me, I guess. So this is what we're going to do. They are all celebrating, first of all, that Jeran lost the debate against Red. Haha, he has no model, he failed. And I think that they just missed the point that I was smart enough to stay away from basically marrying myself to any model, because I think that's dogmatic, and I don't want to be a dogma pusher. I know it sounds crazy that people can have their own beliefs and not simply fall in line with men who have come before them. But no, you can actually have your own beliefs in life. It's actually allowed. So I'm not like the preacher and his altar boy having mass every day to reconfirm their belief in the magical space rock that flies and spins through the vacuum and that was born from an explosion from nothing 14 billion years ago, all because they worship men who say so. So, yeah, I mean, Steve isn't smart enough to even know what day of the week it is, I'm pretty sure. Obviously isn't smart enough to buy a mirror or realize that his face is on the screen. I don't know about you guys. For 3 weeks, I thought that Kyle's co-host was a Cocker Spaniel. And then it dawned on me like, oh, that's Steve? So I don't know about you guys, but it's kind of surprising. It went 3 weeks. It's a long time. And the other guy, yes, Lyle Worthless is his name. Also pushing lies, so I'll just point that out here quickly, and everybody will love it. Sorry, I was just checking my phone. All right, and what else we got? Oh, I did want to point out, I mean, it's not nice for me to make fun of their show and not point out something upcoming. They do have a show coming up on the Chronic Bedwetters show. Let's see here. I don't know if you noticed this one. I think it's Friday. Yeah, Friday, 5 p.m. It'll be Jeran Raw versus the amazing Aimpiest. So you might want to tune in for that. Should be a fun show. That's what I heard. So that's 5 o'clock Friday on the Cron Bedwetter show. So check that out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to real quick go to Skype. The reason we're doing this live is because, well, now I don't know where the Skype is. Great. Here we go. So I'm going to bring up this conversation with, if you don't know what this is about, it's really silly. It's just when people have to tell lies about other people, that you have to go to these lengths to point it out. But basically, somebody's saying that, Kyle sent all these googly-eyed emojis with every comment that he made to me, and we just want to go through that again and show you. And then also, I'm showing it on a live video. So these people who have shown images of a crazy googly-eyed emoji, all they have to do is show a video as well, and then the truth will come out. So I kind of have a feeling that the other side forgot that the video would be proof. They just showed images with an emoji on there and said, here, we have proof. Well, I have the video, and so all you have to do is show your video with the emoji, and everybody's clear. I tend to think you won't be able to do that considering you made it completely up. So we shall see what happens. My guess is they squiggle away and say something like, we don't have to answer to flat earthers. We believe in the ball. We are on spinning balls, and we don't have to answer to flat earthers. That's my guess, because that's pretty much the best that they could do. So let's see here. Let's go to Skype, and we'll pull up the conversation with Mr. Lyle Worthless. And like I said, I liked Lyle at the beginning until he went on his little I'm scared of you, Steve, and I will do whatever you say trip. Oops, I didn't bring you with me. Sorry. Here you go. Let's transition on. All right, now you should be looking at the Skype. This is live. This is Skype. And I just tried to cut off so you can't see people's names. You might be able to see a few people's names. It won't kill them. So you'll see here we're having a conversation back and forth. And I was talking about, and you'll notice here Kyle says, and I'll kind of highlight it for you, but he says, agreed, that is interesting as F. Thought I would guess that like 98% would say they firmly believe it's round. Basically, I'd sent him that article that said how many people believe in the flat earth or round earth, whatever. And then I said, yeah, interesting subject, blah, 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 blah. And then I did say something about us not being told the truth. You'll notice Kyle says here, on that, not being told the whole story, we very much agree. Okay? So if anybody would say, like, this is sarcastic, no. That's him just talking to me. And then I said, 1 sec, I'm preparing a 2-minute video for you. Just because I wanted to kind of see where does he stand. He put, oh, sweet. So I made this little video. It's just a Elon Musk. It's showing the car rotating in space with the Earth underneath the tire well and, everything everyone's seen before. And I said, if you have 5 to 6 minutes, consider it a personality test, because at the end of the video, it basically says, are you trying to think of reasons why this is real in your head, or are you able to accept the fact that it looks fake as can be? So he responds, I do indeed. Then you can see there's a period of time of maybe, 17 minutes? So I'm assuming he's watched it in that time, and says, granted, that is sketchy. Okay, so does that look sarcastic to anyone? Does anyone see any googly-eyed emojis? I don't. So I said, hey, that's a big admission right there. I like you. I don't mind having different beliefs or opinions than other people. In fact, I like it. But I sent that to 10, if I sent that to 10 Globers right now, like Steve, for example, or Red, the response would have been that I am a fucking idiot. So maybe you might see why I have the opinions I do. If people can't just look at evidence and at least say what you did, I'm fearful for our future. So let's see if he gets sarcastic here. He comes back and says, while I don't believe the earth is flat, I don't believe we went to the moon. And I think you have to be pretty disingenuous to look at that car in space and say it doesn't look fake as fuck. So, is there any sarcasm there? Because I'm missing it. The only thing I could see there when I read it is I said, oops, he meant to say, I don't believe we didn't go to the moon. He accidentally made a mistake. So I said, wait, I read that wrong. Read what you wrote again. I think you made a mistake. You said you don't believe we went to the moon. All right, so this is where the sarcasm is going to come in, I'm pretty sure. He says, I don't. Where's the googly eye emoji? Anybody see it? I'm missing it too. Then he says, the footage on that looks ridiculous. I think we were in a race with Russia, height of Cold War. We made a decision to make sure we came out on top. Am I the only one missing the sarcasm? Well, of course, you're missing it because the sarcasm came after the fact, and it's a lie that they've been telling for a week. And it's ridiculous. It makes them look like fools and ridiculous religious zealots that have to do whatever they can to protect Uncle Stevie's believies. Uncle Stevie's believies. So I said, well, you're certainly not like the others. You made my day. It's rare to find people who trust and back science who can at least say what you did. I think people have lost the ability to recognize that because science is useful, blah, 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 blah. Then he says, I'm in full agreement. It's healthy to be skeptical. My outlook on life is that we are all in this together, and we're all that we've got. I can listen to you and learn something as I just did, and still be who I am at the core. I don't expect my views to be imparted onto you, and I think that makes life so beautiful. We are all these radically different beings, just trying to figure it all out. I said amen. Now you'll notice here that there is no such thing as any googly eye emoji. Okay? It doesn't exist. It's nowhere here in this whole thing. So, pretty easy for those guys to prove me wrong. It would be to, I guess, bring up some video of the same thing I'm doing with a googly eye emoji. Because then somehow I don't have it. Maybe I deleted it. Who knows? Obviously, I didn't do that. I think that it actually shows you when you delete. I don't want to try and do it, but I think it'll actually, well, it won't allow you to delete what somebody else did. Well, let's try it right here. He put, I don't. Let me see. No. So I can't even delete what he wrote. Okay, so if he sent a googly eye emoji, I cannot even delete it. So, I mean, that case closed. Go ahead. Good luck. Good luck, liars. Let's see how you do on your end. So prepare for them to come up with some other reason why they can't do it. It's been deleted. They don't have the Skype doesn't work that way. They don't know how to do live feeds or whatever, because they simply can't just be honest, which would be make a live stream and go to your Skype feed and show exactly what I did. But that would be proving you to be flat out liars and deceivers, hence the name Deceive, McClown, and Lyle, worthless. So that's basically what I wanted to show you on this. And just so you can hear it out of his own mouth, because you just read what we just read. There's no sarcasm here at all. There's no googly eye emojis. It's all made up. This is what people have to do in order to push their Uncle Stevie's believies. You know, whatever Steve believes, heaven forbid that he believes in lies. Well, he shouldn't trust men. That's his problem. But let's, real quick, we're going to go over to one section, and then the live stream's going to be over. I showed my video, and now we're going to the YouTube framed. No, that's not right. I screwed up. Hold on. Let me bring this one up. I just want you to see this exact words out of his mouth, because otherwise it might be a little confusing to you. All right, so we're going to the the Cron Bedwetting Show. I almost got their name wrong. That would have been rude. And let's bring them up. Here we go. And can you hear this? I'm going to see it. I got to turn this up. I don't know. Let's try and see if you can hear it. Just one little section.
Okay. What are your beliefs? Do you not
believe?
Well,
I believe that people should mainly be good to one another. I believe that people at their core are decent. Is that what you mean?
No, I'm going with you. No. Do you not believe that we went to the moon? Go.
Of course not.
There we go. Yay!
Okay, now somebody could easily say that was sarcastic, because he has that little look on his face, and he said, of course not. So somebody would be able to say that's sarcastic, right? Okay, just making sure.
Welcome everybody to the roast of Kyle Curtis. We're going to begin.
No, there's a lesson to be learned here.
Now, great. There's a lesson to be learned here, guys. There's a lesson. Careful.
When I say something like, of course not.
When he says something like, of course not,
and I have this face,
and he has that look on his face,
what does this indicate to you?
Are you asking me
What
to
does
be
that
the Kyle
indicate?
translator?
Ooh. Oh,
Thank
sarcasm.
you.
Oh, and flat earthers don't get sarcasm, and we're real funny, and look at me, I look like a Cocker Spaniel. Now, let's go see if that makes any sense in context with the Skype conversation we were just looking at, because it seems like that would be different. It seems like when somebody says, when I say something with this look on my face, it's quite a bit different than when you're speaking in a conversation on Skype. I mean, these guys are jokes. I mean, I shouldn't even have to waste any time on, but I just can't let liars, if there's anything I hate, number one, liars, number two, lying about me or lying to me, either one. And these guys did it both, because at least Kyle could have said, Lyle, sorry, got his name wrong. At least he could have said, I was just pulling your chain, Jeran. That I could have taken. That I would have been like, well, you're a dick, end of story. But to go through the song and dance, the little dog and pony show, or the Steve and Lyle show, or whichever one, I get confused. Whatever one's the best of show, the Cocker Spaniel class, whatever that one is. And let's just one more time. Oh yeah, we already did flipped over there. It's nice. Let's just see if this makes any sense again. Let's go back to here and one more time. Where is the sarcasm here? Granted, that is sketchy. Well, I don't believe the Earth is flat. I don't believe we went to the moon, and I think you have to be pretty disingenuous to look at that car in space and say it doesn't look fake as fuck. Wait, I read that wrong. Read what you wrote again. I think you made a mistake. You said you don't believe we went to the moon. I don't. Where's the face? I'm missing the lesson here. Where's the face to show me that I've reconfirmed he said something, and I've come back and made him reconfirm it. That's how you get somebody's position. You don't make a mistake. You don't claim somebody has some position. You make sure they have that position. Wait a second. You just said you don't believe we went to the moon. I don't. Cemented. He does not believe we went to the moon. Period. So anything other than what I've just explained here is called the magical world of lies. When you're a backer of science, though, it's okay because science just changes every day. You never have to get caught in a lie. You just, we changed. We actually measured it different today. Science is always right. We don't lie. We just change things when we get to that point. So they'll just figure out a way to shift things and say, well, we're telling the truth. We're truth tellers. No, you guys are both scumbags. Period. Don't lie about people or else you get called out in public, and then you have to fucking figure out some little song and dance to get away with it. And Steve, I hope you do well in the best of show. Whenever the Westminster Dog Show is, I'm pretty sure it's coming up soon. So to everyone else, make sure you do your own research because when you do, you'll never again believe what you've been taught. Till next time, guys, this has been Jeranism with the shortest live stream of all time. Peace.